Declutter your life and be in joy, the happy dance of joy. Why is it that most of us say we would be in joy if only? If only I had a better job. If only I lived in a warmer climate. If only I was in love. If only I lived in the perfect home with the perfect partner. If only I had the time. Joy doesn't come into the same category with the words if only. The vibration is different, and when one is in joy, there is an alignment to that which brings you joy. The words if only automatically says that you aren't in joy and you lack joy. So we need to take a few steps back and do some real inner reflection on what it is that brings you joy. You also need to choose as to whether you really want to be in joy, and if you are willing to do the work that may be required for you to get there. We are not just talking about joy being in the moment, but in your career, in your home, in your relationships with self, by looking at all aspects of your life where joy can be but isn't. You will want to then decide to declutter all that no longer brings you joy. In other words, shift out all that no longer brings you joy in your life. From the book that has been gathering dust on your shelf with the intention of no longer reading it again, to the shirt or dress that hangs more on your clothes hanger than you, to the unused pair of shoes, to the thoughts that create worst case scenarios and causes unfounded fear to linger, to the job that stresses you daily, and so on. Any kind of clutter, because joy energy cannot flow nicely in and around your life when there is clutter. Being in joy is not contained and cannot be contained. So when there is clutter, a denser and heavier energy, joy energy cannot move so freely and thus becomes a barrier. The contained denser energy stops joy from moving easily into all areas of your life. It is like a locked door where one cannot enter, where joy doesn't seem welcome, and thus joy just doesn't go there. Energetically, it isn't invited anyway, so joy swiftly moves in the direction where it is joyously received and welcomed. When you wake up in the morning, do you give thanks for another day, a day filled with joy? By starting your day with purpose, it will help you to get on the right track and moving in a joyous direction. It also shows gratefulness for a day perhaps that hasn't yet begun, but a day that is filled with joyous intentions. While you are giving thanks for another joyous day, you also give thanks to all that you are grateful for. Don't leave out the body that hosts your soul and holds your heart. It is important to give thanks and gratefulness to your body, every part of your body. Joy comes out of your body too. Remember to thank every breath of air you take as well. What about the people in your life? Give thanks to all those that bring joy into your life when you are with them, including the pets or animals that may not be yours, but nevertheless bring you joy when you see them. Same as where you live. Give thanks to the plants, the trees and flowers that provide beauty and aliveness to your home. The home itself that keeps you safe behind doors that you love to come back to because it is a sanctuary, uncluttered and filled with energy that is soothing to your soul. A peaceful joy that permeates as you enter. It is so important to be ever so thankful. This is in itself a vital part of the process when you are decluttering your life. When you start off your day with gratefulness and you start to eliminate everything that doesn't bring you joy in all aspects of your life, both inanimate and animate objects, including the people who no longer bring you joy too, you will start to also see and feel the difference. By decluttering all aspects of your life, joy can enter because joy is a lighter, brighter, and of a higher energy. It must have the space likewise for joy to dance the joys of being joy. Joy doesn't sit comfortably with any kind of clutter. If you understand this concept, you will certainly want to start decluttering all aspects of your life. That is, anywhere where there is clutter, in your mind, in your body, your home, your career, relationships, for example, which is causing a block and not allowing joy to be in your life. It is vitally important to take responsibility for your own life and decide whether you want joy to enter by decluttering where necessary. It is almost as simple as that. It takes a whole lot of determination and will to make these changes, but it is all worth the time and energy that it will take too. This process must be done with care, consciousness, and compassion. When we get rid of all that we are decluttering in our life, we must also thank it one by one for serving us and perhaps bringing joy at one point in our life. It is the energy of the whole process that is important. Energy is alive and has a sort of consciousness that fills our gratefulness. It is also about respecting all that brings you joy and respecting all that is leaving your life. It is a great honor to be able to get to this place where you can let go of, gratefully and respectfully, the denser energy that is the clutter to a lighter, brighter energy that is joy. As you start to feel the lightness, because you will certainly feel immensely lighter as you say thank you and goodbye to all that no longer gives you joy, joy will swiftly beckon you to divinely dance a joyous dance because you have chosen to declutter your life and be in joy. The happy dance of joy.